the day before the game.
Yeah.
The biggest game of the year.
No doubt about that.
Real. His excuse is said, y'all ain't been playing nobody. Y'all ain't been playing nobody. That's the excuse.
Yep.
I don't care. We still undefeated, like Mayweather.
It's crazy because they say that like we're not in the same.
Right.
We're not in the same division.
They keep saying, I'm talking about they saying any little hating thing.
Like we don't play the same schools.
They straight hate.
Crazy.
Woman come in from Ohio, it was yesterday, she coming from Ohio for the game. Mm-hmm. I said, I don't even break it, I don't even know them. I said, I wouldn't break it. You finna go home this morning. She said, whatever. I love, that's my dude, man. I've been prime time since he was with the 49ers.
Yep.
Hold up, he was with Atlanta first,
yep,
then he went to Dallas, then he went to the 49ers. Yeah, I'm a prime time fan. Dude is like you said, he's a marketing. Yeah. He's marketing.
I mean, you even think about those three. I think he was on the Ravens too.
You know what? When he was on the Ravens, I didn't never.
Yeah. He was old though. That's what I said. Because
you didn't hear about him on the Ravens. That's what I didn't even. You telling me? Somebody else told me, and I'm like, he was on the Ravens.
Yeah, that was.
He kind of playing out, his speed. The young
boys.
But
it's like you even think about it. Those are four of the biggest franchises, the biggest fans. So it's like you got every Dallas fan. That's a lot of fans. Exactly. All the Atlanta fans, that's another lot of fans in a different part of the country.
Right.
You go West Coast now, you got all the 49ers fans.
All of them.
That's the biggest team on the West Coast.
The 49ers is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
As far as fan base.
Keep on telling me that I gotta stop it with the girls, gotta public stands going in.
Yeah.
When do you think it's like too much?
I would say whenever anything, and this is with anything for real, like whenever it starts taking you away from the main thing,
right.
That's when it's a problem. Like everybody has, does whatever they do for their hobbies, for their fun time, whatever their free time. Like do you, like whatever that may be. But like always keep the main thing, whatever that may be. And it's like girls or whatever it is, starts taking you away from that and starts distracting you and time you used to spend on whatever it may be. Now you're playing with the girl. Like, all right, taking money out your pocket, taking time out your day. That's when it gets too much for me. It's a big mental game in college. Like you go from high school playing, you're the man, you're this, you're that. You come on the college campus, you might not play the whole first season.
Right.
And just don't let that stuff, if that happens or if that may be happening, you might not be doing as much as you want to, but you're playing a little bit. It's like, don't necessarily look at that and be like, man, and just sulk over that. Get better. That's the biggest thing, because it's like, when your time comes, you want to be ready for it. And it's like, you don't want to sitting there thinking like, man, I wish I was playing more. I wish I was doing more. I wish I was doing this. I wish I was doing that. So much to the point that when it's your time to actually give yourself the opportunity to do those things, you're not ready because you weren't preparing when you should have been. So it's like, when you're coming into it, really any situation, man, just prepare so that when your time comes, you'll be ready for it and you can make the most out of it.
You talking about like Boston?
Yeah.
Is it a big football scene out there?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It's getting bigger, but compared to like Michigan, down south, really the Midwest, like everywhere else in the country, football bigger. Then it is like Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, like that's like.
But you must have been an outlier being in Boston, and not a lot of football players than you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I would say my dad, for real, he played football, and like ever since I could remember, I was playing football with him in the park and stuff, and I just grew up playing football. But yeah, it's definitely my dad, man. I wouldn't be here without him. Yeah, that's Dale Mullings. From Boston, Massachusetts. Born and raised in Jamaica though. And my mom, Felicia Mullings. She's from Trinidad. Hardworking people. Both my grandparents too, for real, because they got our families to the United States. And then honestly, it's just stepping stones, just building both my parents were able to go to college after that. They were the first ones. And then they built me up so that, I could chase my dreams and play football. So it's really all them, man. I'm just trying to keep my family, just building the stepping stones. Yeah, I'm also a history junkie.
Oh, that's what's up.
So,
you going to see Napoleon then?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Gotta go see. Yes, sir. You gotta go see.
It's like so stuff like Napoleon. So like they in Assassin's Creed they go to like different historical locations and
right.
stuff. So that always got me. And then outside of that, big into 2K, big into Call of Duty. But the biggest sports game and the biggest mainstream game I would say is FIFA.
Yeah. Some dudes that are not got the best. Some people like, what's your goal in this athletic realm?
For me, looking at myself and who I am as a player, like my whole life I've done like the unexpected, right? Like in football terms, like I'm a big guy, but like I could play offense, I could play defense, I could catch, I can do all these different things. And like I truly feel like there isn't anything on a football field that like I'm not capable of doing. So it's like, for me, sometimes it's hard to like think of like professional comparisons and stuff like that because like there's not many guys that are like as big as me, play both sides of the ball, can catch, all that kind of stuff. Like, so for me, my goal is to be the best I can be because it's like, in my opinion, if I'm the best version of myself, then I'll be the best. Period.
Are you spiritual?
Yeah, so with me, that's something that I've been trying to build myself on because I am, but like as I've like gotten older and been in college, like I haven't been on my P's and Q's, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's something that I want to get back to. It's something that like I was raised with, but as I've gotten older, I've gotten away from it. You know what I mean? And I somehow, I got it. Yeah, Christianity. Yeah. So, it's just something I really need to get back to because it's real and it's true. So
you need faith.
I would definitely say like, going back to like sports and stuff as a whole, like I would definitely say that's a big difference between football and basketball. Like football, I feel like people, especially fans and stuff, man, like they sometimes like they just see a dude in the helmet and jersey and don't even realize like that's a whole person under those pads, in that helmet. Like, whereas, I mean, honestly, it's every sport, you know what I'm saying? So I can't even just say football more so than basketball or more so than soccer, whatever it may be. But like, yeah, definitely, I definitely don't feel like in football, man, when you're putting your body on the line, you're doing certain things. Exactly. It's like every single play, every single time I touch that field, like there's a risk, you know what I'm saying, for certain things. And it's like, sometimes I feel like fans and stuff don't, you know, when they question certain players' heart or, you know, like whether or not they want it, stuff like that, it's like, man, this person has put in their whole life to get to where they are, to get to a point where you're watching them on your TV. And it's like, I just feel like that's my biggest thing. It's like sometimes I feel like people forget that like all these athletes, LeBron and whoever it may be, is just a person at the end of the day. That's a good question. Okay, I think I would get a vacation house in Massachusetts. I would on the Cape or on one of the islands because we have that whole coast and there's hella vacation houses out there. So I'll live it up out there, and then I'll have my main house. Be. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I'm a city guy, man. I'm stumped. I would say like Illinois, like outside Chicago, or something like that. I thought that would be cool. I don't know. I say one. I'll say that like one pressure I feel sometimes is like I gotta keep it going. Like that's one thing I would say like that's pressure sometimes, like feeling like dang, like I gotta keep it going. But at the same time, it's like I look at it as it's like good pressure because the only thing that can come from pressuring myself to be like the best version of myself is good stuff. Exactly. So it's like, even though it's some pressure and it's like, yeah, like I'm in the position to take that next step to my family, the only thing that'll come out of that pressure is good stuff. So That's how I look at it. Yeah. 200 dudes. Man.
Damn.
It's not on the team. It's probably 130 on the team, but then you got to think.
Still a lot.
Everybody that works in the building. What? There's I can name it right now. There's less than 10 females that work in the whole building.
Damn. Out of 200 guys.
So it's like you think that there's a couple of trainers and then a nutrition staff, and that's it. So I probably said like 7, 8. So it's like you just gotta get used to it, bro, and just honestly, just when it's time to grind, just separate from. But I hear you though, man. I hear you. Especially in camp, we'll be in the facility 12, 13 hours a day, and it's like, damn, like I was. Weeks, it's crazy. You just facility home. It's crazy. Shoot, this year has all been those Animal Planet episodes. They're good though. They're good. We watched one about pumas.
Wow. We gotta talk about
cheetahs. Yeah, nah, they're good though. They're good. I didn't think they were good.
Animal Planet.
Hey, nah, it's good though. It gets you. Hey. When they hunting that food, man, what? Right. It gets you going.
What is it, Animal Planet? I be seeing that.
It gets you going, man. Nah, they just
run like a jaguar.
Nah, yeah. And then sometimes like we watch the Redeem Team documentary with LeBron and Kobe and all them. We watch like the Steph Curry documentary, little stuff like that. It's not crazy. Yeah. And it won't be too long either. It's like an hour or something.
Man, I got to get the picture where you got me taking the big picture. This the dude right here. He's a guy. That's an iPhone, man.
I believe it.